Okay, we are going to do an official unboxing of the new Cyberpunk Red Combat Zone core box. So you can see here, it comes in fully factory sealed. The artwork looks fantastic on it. Brought to you by Monster Fight Club. We'll turn this thing over, go right about here. You see with the contents that are in the back here. Great for retailers, looks good on your shelf, and the components inside look good. Let's take a look. Let's see how it does. All right, so let's take a look at what we have inside. So we open up that new game smell everybody loves. Slide this off. And bang, here we go. Here's what we have in the contents. All right, so first things first, the Cyberpunk Red Combat Zone official rulebook. This looks fantastic. Again, the great artwork, a lot of clear, vibrant colors that you're seeing here. Easy token identification and extra symbols on each player card. Everything's described from attacking, movement, armor rolls, everything like that. What happens when you're doing campaign games, life and death, proving your worth, and then a glossary in the back. I've always found that glossaries in the back of rule books are always very, very helpful to have. So that's the first thing you get first. And then here's a quick gameplay. Also a great thing to have, easy player guide. Don't have to have the whole rule book out. Once you learn how to play, you can get this thing really going. Next thing, nice little teaser of Monster Fight Club's new Mr. Torg's or Borderlands Arena of Badassery. And this will be coming out for us soon through Asmodee distribution. We also have our Monster Scenery set. We've got our Ice Wilds and regular scenery, and also our new Metropolis stuff. Again, all great products you can find at monsterfightclub.com. Again, that's a nice thing to have there for it. It's a nice vibrant color, looks good. Then we get into our range limiters. So these are very important for the game. These are very desirable. So you can see here, they've got 3 colors on them. They've got green, yellow, and red. They also have the reach icon right there. They're see-through, so you don't cover up the nice details that you find on your game boards. But basically, this determines your movement. This determines the range of your weapons, and everything will all be in the green, yellow, or red ranges there for you. So you get 2, 1 for each player, so you don't have to keep passing back and forth and stuff like that. So that's good to have. We'll set that aside right here. Then we get into these beautiful tokens. Now, these tokens are fantastic. Very sturdy cardboard, good feel to them. And the tokens are how you do a lot of the stuff in-game. So red, green, and yellow, the 3 colors you have, they determine your range, your actions, which dice you're going to be rolling. And it's just really, really great to have. Every single character will have tokens on their player card, and that determines how effective they are in combat. Green, you're rolling a D12. Yellow, you're rolling a D8, and red, you're rolling a D6. So again, that's determines how you're going to be effective in movement and combat and things like that. Below there, we have our luck tokens here. So from rerolls and extra games, objective markers, loot tokens. Every time you defeat a character, the body just doesn't vanish. It falls to the ground and you get a little bit of loot. Computer objectives and things like that. And then you get the flip side here, which is, again, the spent version of all of these things. So every loot token has a number to correspond to which character fell. So it turns like, hey, that guy's got a good grenade launcher. I definitely want to pick that up there for it. And again, when you spend a token, it doesn't vanish. It just gets used until you refresh there for you. So again, that's a great token sheet that you have here. That's good, definitely good to have. Next thing we're going to show you is the official game board itself. Now, it'll be a little bit tough because it's going to expand wide here. But again, very sturdy cardboard, folds up here for you. Let me try and open this up here a bit. It equals out to a 22 by 30 game board, which is the standard size for most beginning games of Cyberpunk Red Combat Zone. So you can see here, I mean, the vibrant artwork just looks fantastic on this. It's really going to be great for the terrain and miniatures that we have for this game. I mean, it's going to look really, really sharp on your tabletop. Now, you're looking at the overhead here. Again, you've got very vibrant details and everything. And the great thing about this is it's double-sided. So let me just flip this over here. And you've got an entirely different game surface there for you. You know, Night City is a busy place. You're fighting in the streets and the gang war and everything. This looks really, really fantastic. And this game board itself, sturdy construction, will definitely just draw people's attention as well, because there's a lot of games that use city fight terrain, and this would be a great start for them. So let's fold this back up. Again, easy to go away real quick. So the next thing we have here, this is our game dice. These are very, very special dice because they do everything that you need in the game. So we're going to take this out here. Everyone's going to get a set of yellow, green, red, and a black dice. So again, like we said with the tokens, the D6, you have here the nice skull on a 1, which you don't want to do. I'm sorry, the skull is on the critical, that's the 6. And then the 1 is a cross there for you. So again, you don't want to see that symbol. So we go to here, again, the skull again on the D8. And then we go to our D12. And bang, there it is, another skull there for you. Now, the people ask what this world dice is. We also call it world dice, environmental dice, action dice. So it's whenever you're making a skill test against the environment, not the actual player, you'll be rolling this dice. If you're hacking a computer, if you're going to make a jump on something, to, from one building to another over a container, you're going to have to roll a skill check against that dice. So that's a D10. So it's not impossible, but it's also not very easy. So this, again, makes the game more thematic. Hey, I'm going to try and jump from one building to another or over this moving car. You roll against that to see if you succeed or not. But there are 2 sets of these dice, 1 for each player. Again, this is a 2-player starter box. Really, really great components here. You can see that the dice are very, shiny, good quality and stuff. Definitely going to be a good point to have here for this game. Now we get into the real bread and butter stuff. Let's go to the miniatures. This is what people want to see. So you have 2 full factions inside this box. It comes with all the bases, comes with all the parts, and these models are pretty close to being ready to go straight out of the bag. So here's one of the characters. She's the leader of the Tyger Claws, Oyabon. She's just missing her 1 arm and also her head, which comes in different options. So there's different ways that you can mount these onto your Monster Fight Club bases. You could either snip the plastic off and just glue it straight down, or what's great about Monster Fight Club bases, and perhaps we'll do another tutorial video on this, is these are kind of basically guide holes for you guys. So if you drill through these, the model will fit perfectly on there and you don't really have to use any glue. It's ready to go there for you. So you're getting a boatload of models here, all super high quality. We'll just go through here. Here's another character. Again, some head options that you have. Again, pretty much breaks down weapon options. So you can really have a little bit of customization while still remaining very easy to assemble. Here's the leader of the Maelstrom. This dude is super packed out with cybernetics here. You can see he's got the gun arm and everything. Give him a hammer, different head option, everything, and he is ready to go. But tons of detail on there for you. And again, these models are fantastic. And with a little effort, they are ready to go on your board. There's actually his hammer bit, which is, again, is an awesome in-game weapon. This is the body for one of the Berserkers, Maelstrom. Again, you can see the heavy cybernetics on there for you. Again, these guys are kitted out with as much mods as possible. So he, again, just goes into a Berserker rage and runs up and, smacks people in the face. That's great about Maelstrom. The Maelstrom are, heavily augmented. They're armored and basically want to smash you as fast as possible. But the Tyger Claws are a little bit more agile, have a little bit more speed and finesse, and can do a lot of really, really good work on there for you. But again, okay, the next thing we have in here, this is the player cards. These are super important for the game. Again, the plastic wrapped here for you. Let me just cut that off so you don't have that horrible glare. And these card games are what you need to get through a single game of Monster Fight Club's Cyberpunk Red Combat Zone. So you see that multiple cards are for single players. Berserker here, that's the guy model I just held up. This is his beginning stats. Well, as you play a campaign game and he levels up, you can notice that his stats get a little bit better. His agility and everything are remaining the same, but he moves from a yellow action to a green action there for you. So again, he will get a little bit better. Crusher, who's one of the heavy hitters, the guy with the hammer and everything. Flencer, range specialist, everything you need to start this faction is in this game. So these are all part of the Maelstrom. So we're going to put these right here for now. And then you have their objective cards. These are a little extra in-game bonuses or tasks that you can do during a campaign to boost up your character's abilities. Again, you get a ton of them here for your faction. And then we switch over to the Tyger Claws. Artwork changes a little bit. The color changes a little bit. But again, everything is very clear. Looks terrific there for you. You can see that these guys can level up as well. They go from 0 stars to 1 star up here. Let me not drop this. Again, a lot of people have been waiting for these cards. These cards are fantastic, excellent quality. It's got their cool logo on the back. You can see there, it helps you determine, like, yep, these are the Tyger Claw faction. Rodent Sniper, one of my favorite characters, one of the best snipers in the game, can do a lot of damage from long range. And again, when you level him up, he can actually level up twice, which is awesome. So I mean, once he's level 2, he is just dealing damage at anywhere on the board. So again, scrolling through, you get the Tyger Claw objectives as well, everything that you need to get these guys going, and you're ready to start playing here with the 2 starter factions, the Tyger Claws and the Maelstrom. I'll put them over here for now. Next thing you have in this little smaller section here, this is the loot cards. This is loot cards and other gear cards that you may have. Again, that are unique to each of these factions, but also at sometimes they're universal as well. So what we're going to do here is let's just divide this pack up a bit because it's a little bit big. So we have here the Tyger Claw gear. Again, the artwork and colors will match, but this is the gear that you can have for a Tyger Claw player. So you can see the stars, how much it costs to purchase for your character. Good one they have is the Demon Mask, where melee attacks targeting this model suffer some -1 penalty. It's basically so scary that you don't really want to fight it. But as you can see, they get progressively stronger as your characters level up. So you can get armor, grenades, medical scanners, heavy weapons, reflex boosters, bodyweight suits, pain editor, neural override, and things like that. So again, your character will continuously level up. You're going to a ton of gear. I mean, this is a lot of cards right here. You're going to get a ton of gear for every single faction. That makes it just super fun to play, super thematic. Here is the Maelstrom. Again, Maelstrom, same colors, same symbol and everything like that. And you're seeing a lot of really cool stuff. Improvised armor plating. The sledgehammer, like I said, is super powerful. It's deadly. It's got stun 1 and it's difficult to use. But I mean, it does damage when you connect with that. Heavy pistols, steroid packs, cyber repair system, cyber legs. Cyber legs is cool. This model basically move actions gain accurate, so you can re-roll your basic move action, which is pretty awesome to do. Your metal gear. This model's melee attacks gain deadly crits. Super powerful. Deadly crits is that if you roll a critical, it'll do 2 damage instead of 1, and also gives them 4 armor, which is just amazing. You're really going to be tough to beat when you reach up to that level. So Tyger Claws get theirs, Maelstrom get theirs. Loot cards are fantastic here. So this is what you can find when you defeat a character. Grenades, extra magazines, utility blades. So you may not know exactly what falls onto the guy, but again, you could pick up some great things. A gang trophy, vintage mixtape. Again, there's a lot of character, there's a lot of thematic stuff in here, and this just looks super awesome. It's really fun to use. So these are your loot cards here. We'll put them there. And next thing over here into this bin comes with extra baggies. Love when games have extra baggies there for you, because again, there's a ton of stuff here. We want you guys to be able to safely store it. Now this is super huge. This is our scenario cards, Combat Zone scenario cards. So basically you can just line up and fight, or you can actually play through a campaign. You can actually do scenarios. This comes with a whole variety of different scenarios for 2 players, for 4 players, or even more. There's going to be tons of scenarios that are going to be able to download for you. So again, you could play a bunch of these here. These look fantastic. Data sweep, frame up. Again, every single one teaches you how to set up the board, who's going to be the attacker or defender, what the win conditions are, and then what happens if you're playing a campaign. This is really fantastic to have. I mean, a lot of variety that you're doing. Some are defense missions, some you got to get across the board, some you just got to wipe out the other people. So these are really fun to do. A lot of variety in this pack. So again, you can play these games over and over, and as more and more factions come out and more objectives come out, you can really enjoy this. Turf War, this is the beginning one. This is the teaching one, basically, where just line up and just blow each other up. So again, this is the scenario cards. Again, solid quality, looks fantastic for you, and they're just ready to go. So now our terrain. Again, this is Monster Fight Club's bread and butter here. Again, it's nicely sealed here, but what you'll do is you'll be able to build multiple ruined buildings that really give you that 3-dimensional element that really bring this to life. Makes your tabletop that much more attractive while you're playing, and again, it just looks fantastic. So let me just snip off this plastic here. And you can see, I mean, it lays flat, it looks fantastic, but you're getting a ton of really great stuff. So here's an example of some of the ruined walls. Great artwork on both sides here. Looks vibrant, looks like a real building. But all you got to do is just pop it off this little frame here, pop this apart, and you're in the start of your ruined buildings and everything. Easily comes apart. And every single window pops out, doors pop out, part of these terrain sets, and again, it looks fantastic for you. So when you snip them and you put them on the sprues, they're going to stand up like that. It's going to be an awesome, awesome terrain feature that's going to have multiple levels, especially with these as well. So with these pieces here, these connect onto the floors and everything, and give you that extra height in a game. Let you, have a guy standing in the window and really, shooting out a window and covering a street or something like that. These pieces pop right back out and then go right back in when they're done. Again, it's a great feature to have there for you. So again, you're getting a boatload of stuff. You're getting some good terrain here, extra building stuff. Again, the door looks like a little entryway, pops right out. You can go through the door. When you're all set and done, go back into the door, close it behind you. Again, really, really great components here. You get some street barricades and stuff, extra terrain. Terrain is a big part of this game. And again, you are ready to go. That looks super awesome. That looks really, really good. So I'll put that aside here, see if there's anything else in the box. Lift this up here, and then you have your sprue. Again, this sprue, totally really great and excellent components here. Lets you build 3 dimensions, lets you have the buildings shaped out the way you want them. Again, really, really good stuff there for you. So as you can see, this is everything that comes into the Monster Fight Club's Cyberpunk Red Combat Zone. We'll put the sprue back in there. Just gonna line this up here. Again, nice factory seal. Put your terrain into here when you're done. That over to there. Okay, again, this, no glue, no magnets, no anything like that. When it's done, it completely lays flat. I mean, I don't know any other company that has anything like this. Again, the more of these you have, the better it looks on your tabletop. That fits right into there, right into there. We'll take our cards, our objective cards, our loot cards. All slides in. Larger cards into here. Into there, the extra baggies. Put the dice back in. Models can go up top there. Oh, forgot a dice. The terrain board will go on top. The token boards, and again, you can punch these all out. Rule book, the limiter, everything you need all goes right back in, and you are ready to go with Monster Fight Club's Cyberpunk Red Combat Zone. Hope you enjoyed this unboxing. Hope I did a good job. It's my first unboxing, but hopefully you enjoyed it. And again, hopefully you can pick this up. There are going to be demos online. Check out with your local store. Have them contact us if you're interested. And thanks for tuning in.